Good morning, Nakusa High School staff and students. Today is Friday, March 19th. As we approach the end of the third quarter, we'll be talking about an exciting event for seniors and juniors. Nakusa High School will be hosting a prom May 8th. This prom will be an outdoor prom, and there will be some rules and regulations in place for it. Mrs. Harnish sent out an email saying, voting for prom court will happen next week starting on Tuesday, March 23rd. If you do not want your name included in the voting, you need to let Mrs. Bray or Mrs. Harnish know in the office before Friday. You can email either of them too. We will then announce each grade's prom court on Thursday, March 25th, after the wellness break. Each grade will have their own prom court consisting of 14 total students from each grade. Then shortly before prom, each grade will vote for their king and queen. We will have two completely separate prom courts. All students will participate in the Grand March at prom on May 8th. Students coming to prom will be limited to the class of 2021-2022, and the only exception is if they bring a date who is currently at Nakusa High School that are grades 9 or 10. No alumni, no younger students, grades, and no students from other school. Thank you all. Now on to Hunter Lochner.
Thank you, Hayden. In this segment, I took the time to interview teachers that lowerclassmen really don't have, and to see what advice they have. For this week, I interviewed Mr. Genrick. Hello, Mr. Genrick.
Hello.
How long have you been teaching at Nakusa High School?
I've been here for 4 years.
Have you taught at any other schools?
Yes, I taught in Texas right after college for about 2.5 years at a middle school.
What subject and classes do you currently teach?
I teach Algebra 2 and Pre-Calc, so mostly juniors and seniors.
What advice do you give underclassmen about high school and maybe life in general?
For high school, I would say reach out to your teachers and get help when you need it, because everyone in this building wants to be more than supportive for everyone, whether it be about school or about life. And speaking of life, I would say the biggest thing is when things get tough, stay persistent and do whatever it takes to succeed, and just giving up and taking the easy way out is not the way to go.
And what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, well, there's a lot of things I like to do in my free time. It involves things that be outdoors, playing basketball, coaching basketball, running, hiking, fishing, lots of stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Genrick. Now on to David Diaz with his segment.
Today we have a new segment called Principal's Corner. We thought it would be a good idea to have periodic updates from the building's principal. This week I sat down with Mr. Johnson to talk about spring sports, graduation, and a vaccine for staff. And here's my interview.
For spring sports, there will be there will still be some restrictions, but they will look different. And so, for instance, for baseball, softball, they'll wear a mask in the dugout, but not when athletes are out on the field. Golfers will wear a mask up until the start of the competition, and then when they're out on the course, they won't have to wear a mask. And so it's going to look different. For the spring sports, of course, a big part is they're outside, so that helps out with having fewer restrictions. So not the same level of restrictions, but there will still be restrictions.
What about with the fans? Is there going to be more tickets allowed, or since it's outside?
Well, because it's outside, the expectation will be that fans continue to social distance and continue to be mindful of the safety practices. But because we haven't, in seasons past, we haven't had the ticket sales and things of that sort with spring sports, because they're outside, we won't have check-in sheets, we won't have those limitations like that for spring sports. Yeah, so graduation this year will look very similar to what we had last year in terms of limited tickets for graduates. It'll be 4 tickets per graduate with social distancing. We'll be in the gym, but we will be on May 30th at 2 p.m. That is the full expectation and what we're moving forward with for graduation.
The staff are going to get vaccines?
Yeah, so March 1st, under the state's guidelines, educators and child care workers, amongst others, became eligible for the vaccine. And so working with the Wood County Health Department, there will be a vaccine clinic for staff members, actually this Friday, March 19th, will be the first date, and then there's the second shot in April.
I want to thank Mr. Johnson for his time. As I said, this is a new segment, and hopefully Principal's Corner will be an ongoing segment in the future. And now to Paul with the weather.
Thank you, David. To start off with the weather today, we will be talking about our weekly weather forecast. For a majority of today and the rest of the weekend, we will be seeing mostly sunny conditions. As we get into the rest of the week, we will be seeing some fronts move in that are going to bring rain showers and lower highs into the area. When we look at the front on Saturday, we see that it is moving through majority of the plains. And then on Monday, we will be seeing that the front is actually reaching our area, and that's when we'll be seeing the vast majority of our rain showers. Throughout the rest of the week, those showers will start to taper off, and we will be seeing them earlier in the morning. But after Thursday, most of those showers will be gone. We will just be seeing cloudy conditions. Now on to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Big shout out to Miss Roble. Thank you for having post notifications on. We love the love and we love you. Thank you. Happy Friday, everyone. Today is March 19th. Happy birthday on Saturday goes out to Kaylin Kozda and Vanessa Visgard. On Sunday, happy birthday goes out to Levi Nolan Hankey and Lucas Olstrom. The Nakusa Public Works Department is hiring graduating seniors for summer help. Students should be in good physical condition and be willing to work on various city equipment. Please see Mrs. Kreider for more details. The Juneau County Public Parks and Highway Departments are hiring for seasonal employment at Castle Rock Park, Wilderness Park, and the County Highway Department. They must be 18 years old by May 22nd and have a valid driver's license. Please see Mrs. Kreider for more details. Rafter Baseball is hiring for summer employment. Jobs include ticket taker, food prep, cashiers, grillers, ushers, food runners, and more. Please see Mrs. Kreider for more details. Resin Berries is hiring in part-time and full-time positions in the Port Edwards, Nakusa area. No experience needed, but driver's license is encouraged. Please see Mrs. Kreider for more details. Lake Arrowhead is hosting a job fair on April 2nd on the Friday from 1 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, April 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Part and full-time jobs from both seasonal and year-round opportunities are available. If you are joining a spring sport, please do your paperwork online, get your physicals done, and contact Mrs. Harnish in the office if you have any questions. Prom will be Saturday, May 8th, in a tent outside on the front lawn in front of the PD conference. There will be a junior and senior prom court, and if anyone not wanting to partake, please see Ms. Harnish and Mrs. Bray in the office to take your name off the ballot. Thank you. Have a good Friday, and have a good weekend.